Hi everyone, this is Boris, the movie messenger. First things first, please note that there are no spoilers ahead. I wanted to point out first that you are listening to a guy who has not read the manga. I have watched the anime series when I was doing my master's degree around 2011-2012. I haven't watched the anime series since then. And the last thing I've watched related to Death Note is the video from Wisecrack, which is a channel I love about the philosophy of Death Note, what is justice. I'll put the link in the description below. So I've just watched the live-action feature film Death Note on Netflix based on the manga written by Tsugumi Ohba and illustrated by Takeshi Obata. It's about a high school student light finding the Death Note. There are a lot of rules. The main one is that if the owner of the Death Note writes someone's name and remembers their face, they will die. In this version, Light Yagami is turned to Light Turner. Okay, here goes. I liked it. To be honest, I was skeptical after watching the trailer, and adaptations always take the turn for the worst. In the first 30 minutes, I was not into it, but then I started watching it as a film which has taken the cleverness of Death Note into a different plot. At certain times, it does feel like a high-budget fan film. The cast did a good job. This is more of an Americanization of Death Note rather than an adaptation. If you see it that way, but I believe the general consensus will be to say it was okay as a standalone film. Now, satisfying the fans, that's a whole other feat. The director Adam Wingard has to be praised for taking on this project. I would like to think that most of the decisions were taken because of time constraint to tell the story. Because I feel that the characters are not developed enough for their decisions to feel organic, and of course, they cannot cover everything the anime and manga have done in their run. I did notice they have taken note of fan criticisms, for example the practical effects for Ryuk, voiced by Willem Dafoe. I've discussed with a friend who has watched the Japanese live-action films, and one of the criticisms made was against the CGI effects on Ryuk. This is its own podcast, but sometimes you have to adapt in order to get the attention to source material. I wanted to take an example, the Bill Doshier's 1966 Batman series, starring the late Mr. Adam West and Burt Ward as Robin. Considered a campy comedy, it used to be made fun of in its entirety. For the last few years, it has started getting the respect it deserves. A lot of people don't know this, but the series' popularity actually boosted the comic book sales for Batman and stopped eventually from Batman being discontinued in comics. In conclusion, for me, there's nothing wrong in adaptations or Americanizations or whatever. It's up to the audience then to choose whether to just watch the adaptation or to be curious enough to read the source material or watch the source material and find out the real reason why it has been adapted in the first place, and even after so many years. And by the way, for the fans of Death Note, watching this movie will not ruin your experience of watching the anime or reading the manga. And let's face it, there are more important things anyway. Oh shit, I forgot this one.